Hello students, today we will learn line segment, length of line segment, ray, congruent segments, properties of congruent segments, midpoint of line segment and practice set 1.2. First we'll see what is line segment. Line segment is a subset of line. Suppose this is line AB. If I cut this line to its both the ends, the figure I will get, this is called segment AB. Segment AB is a subset of line AB. In terms of set theory, how will we define a line segment? Line segment is a union set of point A, point B and all points which show the betweenness A dash P dash B. How will we label this line segment? Line segment in short will label as segment. It can be segment AB or we can say it is segment BA. Now we will define what is the length of segment AB. This is segment AB. Point A, point B are called end points of a line segment, and the distance between the end points of a line segment is called length of line segment. The length of line segment AB is denoted by length of AB, that is nothing but distance of AB. We can write this length AB just as AB. Now we'll see ray AB. Again, ray AB is a subset of line AB. This is called ray AB. Point A is called starting point. With respect to set theory, how will we define this ray AB? Ray AB is union of segment AB and all such points which show betweenness A dash B dash P. Now, ray AB is not same as ray BA. This is ray AB. If I have to draw a ray BA, so this is ray BA. Ray AB is not same as ray BA as their starting point are different. Here in the ray AB starting point is point A. Here in ray BA starting point is point B and the directions are different. Congruent segments. Suppose this is segment AB, length is 5.4 centimeter. This is length CD, again length is 5.4 centimeter. Since both these segments have equal length, when the length of segments are equal, segments are called congruent segments. Here length AB is equal to length CD and therefore segment AB is congruent to segment CD. Properties of congruent segment. The first one is reflexivity. Every segment is congruent to itself. This is called reflexivity. The second one is symmetry. When the first segment is congruent to second segment, then second segment is congruent to first segment. This is called symmetry. And the third one is transitivity. When the first segment is congruent to second segment and second segment is congruent to third segment, then first segment is congruent to third segment.
Midpoint of a line segment. Point is called midpoint of a line segment when it divides the line segment in two congruent parts. In the figure, point M is midpoint of segment AB because point M lies between point A and B, and point M divides segment AB into congruent parts. Every segment has one and only one midpoint.
Comparison of segments. Suppose this is segment AB whose length is 6.2 centimeter. This is segment PQ, length is 3.8 centimeter. Comparison of segments depends on their lengths. Here, length of AB is 6.2 and length of PQ is 3.8. Therefore, length AB, what do you mean by length AB? Length AB means length of segment AB is greater than length of segment PQ, and therefore segment AB is greater than segment of segments and rays. When two segments are perpendicular, when the lines containing the two segments are perpendicular, suppose this is segment PQ and this is segment XY. This is the line containing segment PQ. This one is the line containing segment XY. If this line PQ and line XY are perpendicular, then we can say segment PQ is perpendicular to segment XY. Similarly, suppose this one is a ray. Suppose this is a ray AB and this one is a ray CD. When they are perpendicular to each other, when line containing a ray AB and a ray CD, if they are perpendicular to each other, then we can say two rays are perpendicular to each other. Segment and a ray are perpendicular. Similarly, line containing segment and a ray, if those lines are perpendicular to each other, then we can say this segment and this ray, they are perpendicular to each other. Distance of a point from a line. This is line L. This one is point P outside the line. I have to measure this distance of this point P from line L. One can measure like this distance, one can measure like this, or one can measure like this. If we are measuring like this, every time the distance is going to be changed. Then what is the correct distance of this point from the line is perpendicular distance. To find distance of point from a line, we need to draw perpendicular. So, if this is a perpendicular drawn from this point P on this line L, then segment PM, length of segment PM is called distance of this point P from this line L. So distance of point from the line is nothing but perpendicular distance.
Practice set 1.2. The following table shows the points on number line and their coordinates. Decide whether the pair of segments given below the table are congruent or not. We have given coordinates of point A, B, C, D and E. You have to justify whether segment DE and segment AB are congruent, segment BC and segment AD, segment BE and segment AD. So first, we'll decide whether segment DE and segment AB are congruent or not.
We have to decide whether segment DE and segment AB are congruent or not. We have given coordinates of point D, point E, point A and point B from table. Coordinate of point D is -7, coordinate of point E is 9, coordinate of point A is -3 and coordinate of point B is 5. When two segments are congruent, if their lengths are equal. So first I have to find out length of segment D, length of segment AB. So first I will find out length of segment DE, that is equal to distance of segment DE, that is equal to, what is the formula? Greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. See, -7 and 9. Which one is greater coordinate? Greater coordinate is 9 minus smaller coordinate is -7. That is equal to 9 plus 7. That is 16 units. Now, I will find out length of segment AB. Length of segment AB, that is nothing but distance between the end points of line segment AB. Those are A and B. That is equal to, now greater coordinate, this is -3 and 5. Which one is greater? 5 is greater coordinate minus -3, that is 5 plus 3, that is 8 units. What did I get? Length of DE is not equal to length of AB, and therefore segment DE and segment AB are not congruent segments. Segment BC and segment AD, I have to justify whether these two segments are congruent or not. Coordinates from the table, I know the coordinates of point B, C, A and D. When two segments are congruent, if their lengths are congruent. So first, I will find out length BC, that is distance between point B and C. Length BC is same as distance BC. That is equal to greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. Here greater coordinate is 5, smaller coordinate is 2. 5 minus 3, how much is length BC is 2 units. Now I find out AD. Length AD is equal to distance AD, that is greater coordinate minus smaller coordinates. From this, -3 and -7, which one is greater one? -3 is greater coordinate minus -7 is smaller coordinate, that is nothing but -3 plus 7, that is 4 units. So from 1 and 2, what did I get? Length BC is not equal to length AD. Why? Because length BC is 3 units, length AD is 4 units, they are not equal, and therefore segment BC and segment AD are not congruent segment. Now I have to justify whether segment DE and segment AD are congruent or not. For that, I will find out length of segment B. What is that? Length of segment B is nothing but length BE, that is equal to distance BE. How to find distance? Greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. Coordinate of point B is 5, coordinate of point E is 9. Which one is greater one? 9. Minus which one is smaller one? 5. 9 minus 5, how much it is? 4 units. Now to find out length of segment AD. We denote this length of segment AD as length AD. That is nothing but distance between point A and D. Formula is greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. This minus 7 and minus 3. Which one is greater one? Minus 3 is greater coordinate minus 7. That is nothing but minus 3. This minus 3 will remain same. But here in bracket minus 7 is there. Outside the bracket minus sign is there. So it will become plus 7. Now here this is negative number. This one is positive number. They are different sign. And therefore, the answer is how much? 4 units. Here, what is length of B? Length of B is 4 units. What is length of AD? Again, it is 4 units. And so, from 1 and 2, what I will get? The length of BE is equal to length AD. It means length of segment BE is equal to length of segment AD. And therefore, segment BE and segment AD are congruent segments. Question number 2. Point M is the midpoint of segment AB. If AB is 8, then find length of segment AM. Since M is the midpoint, since point M is the midpoint of seg AB, what I will get? AM is equal to MB is equal to half of AB. Look at the figure. Suppose this is segment AB. If M is the midpoint, then what I will get? This segment AM and segment MB are congruent segments. The lengths are equal, and that is equal to half of the whole segment AB. That is equal to half of 8. That is 4 units. So what I will get? AM is equal to 4. Number 3. Point P is the midpoint of segment CD. If CP is equal to 2.5, find length CD. That is length of segment CD. Now solution. Since point P is the midpoint of segment CD, look at the figure. This is segment CD. P is the midpoint. Then what I will get? Length of CP is equal to length of PD is equal to half of length of CD. So now we know length of CP is how much? 2.5 is equal to half of length of CD. Length CD I have to find out. So this 2 will become multiply 2.5 into 2 is equal to length of CD. So what I will get? Length of CD is equal to 5 units. If units are not given, you have to write only if AB is 5 cm, BP is equal to 2 cm, AP is equal to 3.4 cm. Compare the segments. Here, length of line segments are given, and you have to find out which one is greater one and which one is smaller one. The comparison of line segments depends on their lengths. So which one? This is 5 cm. So definitely 5 is greater than 3.4 is greater than 2. 5 is the length of segment AB is greater than 3.4 centimeter is the length of segment AP, and 2 centimeter is the length of segment BP. So the length of segment AB is greater than length of segment AP is greater than length of segment BP, and therefore what I will get? Segment AB is greater than segment AP is greater than segment BP. This length segment AB is the largest segment and segment BP is the smallest segment. Number 5. With a given figure, you have to Answer the following questions. What figure is given? We have point T, point S, point R, point P and point Q lie on this line. It means all these points are collinear points. The question number 1. Write the name of opposite ray of ray RP. See, where is the ray RP? This is ray RP. RP. What is its opposite ray? What do you mean by opposite ray? They have common starting point. They should have common starting point. So the starting point should be, since the starting point of this RP is R, so starting point of its opposite ray should be also R, and it should have opposite direction. So the opposite ray is ray RS, or we can say ray RT also, because ray RS and ray RT are not two different rays. They are rays with different names. Same ray with different name. Write the intersection set of ray PQ and ray RP. See, where is a ray PQ? This is a ray PQ. I will draw it separately. And the second one is a ray RP. This one is a ray RP. This is R and this one is P. What do you mean by intersection? Intersection means what? Common points. See, in the ray RP and ray PQ, all these points, they are common in both the rays, and therefore intersection of this ray PQ and ray RP is nothing but ray PQ. Understood? Last one. Next one. Write the union set of segment PQ and segment QR. Where is segment PQ? This is segment PQ. And the second one is segment QR. This is segment QR. What do you mean by union? It means you have to collect all these points from ray PQ and ray QR. It is union, and the union is nothing but segment QR. So if we join PQ and QR, what we will get? We will get segment QR. So segment QR is the union set of segment PQ and segment QR. State the rays of which segment QR is a subset. It means I have to find out segment QR. Where is segment QR? This is segment QR. The segment QR is subset of which set? The segment QR, all these points of segment QR, they are included in ray QR or ray RQ. So the rays of which segment QR is a subset is ray QR or ray RQ. Why? Because all the points on segment PQ are there in ray QR as well as in ray RQ. Fifth one. Write the pair of opposite rays with the common end points R. Common end point, we can say common end point or starting point. It is one and the same. R, this is the R. So opposite ray, pair of opposite rays, ray RP and what is its opposite ray? Opposite ray is ray RS. Next one. Write any two rays with the common end points S. Where is the S point? S is over here. Rays with the common end points S are ray SR and ray ST. One more thing you have to remember, you should keep in mind, is that the end point is same as starting point. So when it is asked to write a ray with end point S, it means starting point S, that is ray SR and ray ST. Last one. Write the intersection of ray SP and ray ST. See, where is ray ST and ray SP? This is a ray SP. This one is ray SP. This one is ray ST. See, this is SP and this one is ray ST. Which is common element? This point S is only the common point. Both the rays have this point S common, and therefore their intersection is nothing but common point S, which is their starting point. With the help of given figure, you have to answer the following questions. Here, number line is given. Coordinate of point A is 0, B is 2, C is 4. Coordinate of point B is not given, but I know that this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5 units. So coordinate of B is 5, this one is 6. Though the coordinates are not given, we can find out their coordinates by their position. This is P, coordinate of P is -2, coordinate of L is not given, but it is -3, coordinate of Q is -4, again coordinate of Q is not given, but it is -5. State the points which are equidistant from point B. See, where is point B? Point B is over here. What are the points which are equidistant? What do you mean by equidistant? Equidistance means at equal distance. See, from here, point C is at a distance of 2 units. So this is if point C, which is at a distance of 2 units. Again, point A, see the distance between point A and point B. Point A and point B, this is 1, this one is again 1, this 1 plus 1 is 2. So, point A and point C are equidistant from point B. Again, if I consider this point B, see the distance between point B and D. Distance between B and D is how much it is? 6 minus 2, it is 4. Again, the distance between B and B and P, again it is 2 minus 4, it is 2 minus 2, it is 4. So the second pair is point P and point D. These are at a distance of 4 units from point B. Again, look at the figure. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So point D is at a distance of 4 units from point B. Again here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Point P is at a distance of 4 units from point B. So point P and point D are equidistant. Here point A and point C are equidistant. Write the pair of points which are equidistant from point Q. Look at point Q. Here point Q. Here point L is at a distance of 1 unit. Point U is again at a distance of 1 unit from point Q. So the first pair is point L and point E. Again, see here, this is point Q. See the point P. Point P at a distance of 1 and 2. How many units? 2 units. And here point R, again 1 and 2. So point P and point R is another pair of points which are equidistant from point Q, but you are asked to write only one. Write a pair. Okay. Next. Find the distance UV, distance PC, distance VP and distance UL. We have already studied how to find distances when the coordinates of points are given. So first we'll find out distance UV. What is the formula? Greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. So U and V, where is U? U is -5 and V is 5. So which one is greater coordinate is 5, smaller coordinate is -5, it becomes 5 plus 5, and 5 plus 5 is 10 units. Second one, distance of PC, again greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. P is how much? Minus 2. Coordinate of C is 4, greater one is 4, so it is 4 minus 2, so it is 4 plus 2, that is 6 units. Similarly, you have to find out VB and UL. You have to write the first formula, greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. VB, coordinate of point V is 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 is how much? 3 units. And the last one is UL. Which one is U? Coordinate is minus 5 and L, that is minus 3. Which one is greater coordinate? Greater coordinate is minus 3. Minus smaller coordinate is minus 5. So it becomes minus 3 will remain same. This minus of minus 5 will become plus 5. And minus 3 and plus 5 addition is 2 units.